It's nearly fall, which means the entire universe will once again be losing its mind for pumpkin spice.
Yes, we heard Ryan, pumpkin spice season is here and the fan following for the trend is huge. Pumpkin spice season is here and it seems to be growing bigger every year with people loving the aroma of it, and coffee shops are going to remind you of the sweet cinnamon smell with hints of ginger and memories of autumn. I mean, Spotify playlists dedicated to this trend tells us something about the obsession, and I'm going to tell you exactly why that is in this video. So at least ensure to stick around until the middle of the video, if not till the last. So it's interesting that not many other fruits or vegetables like the eggplant or blueberry get this much attention and love. To give you a view of how big this trend is, America sold more than 1 million pumpkin spiced things and traded more than $236 million worth of pumpkin spiced flavor grocery items according to the market research from Nielsen IQ. Everything themed pumpkin is on the shelves this time around, and pumpkin spice themes, hairstyles, makeup, clothing, chocolates, latte and bread recipes, decor, all of these can be traced back to the iconic pumpkin spice latte from Starbucks. Starbucks really did something by launching this flavor and is solely responsible for the origin of this trend as we know it today. And let me tell you, it was so successful with it that people were also willing to pay more for pumpkin spice flavor things even when there was a 8.8 to 175% tax markup on the label just by using the word pumpkin spice. So how did Starbucks create this huge trend? 2 words: feelings plus cognitive biases. I'm giving you a little bit of an insider secret that I know now after working with several brands, which is that every brand is trying to evoke a feeling in you to make you have an emotional connection with the brand's product. And if your emotional response to a product is positive, you're more likely to purchase it. And here, especially in the case of Starbucks, the brand created a feeling of nostalgia and associated it with autumn. But that still doesn't answer exactly how pumpkin spice became a huge autumn phenomena in the US, and what's with the appeal only in September, October and not the rest of the year. And also, are only teenage women associated with this trend?
I'm like kind of grown up.
Let's go back in time for a minute. The pumpkin spice latte is an anticipated item on the Starbucks menu, which was first announced 20 years ago in 2003. Peter Dukes, this man in the picture, was the company's director of espresso, who wanted to focus on gingerbread latte and the peppermint mocha and decided to create a special drink for the fall season. And the timing of it when he came up with this idea was just perfect, because when do you get an abundance of pumpkins in the entire year? It's in September and October. And this time also marks the beginning of the sweater weather and holiday season. And by the Oktoberfest season, there would be pumpkin spiced beer in the mix as well. So very less people know about it, but one of the early names of the drink was the Fall Spice Latte, and several visual cues were used in the 100+ Starbucks outlets in Washington DC and Vancouver to create an aura of the pumpkin spice latte trend that we know today. The pumpkin decor and items of orange tints of autumn created an association between autumn and pumpkin spice latte. And soon the drink would quickly gain a loyal following and was purchased by more than 200 million buyers globally. So inspired by this, Tim Hortons, Dunkin' Donuts, Whole Foods, Target and many popular retailers launched their own pumpkin spice latte flavored drinks and items. And interestingly, males equally love to buy pumpkin spice flavored items according to this study. The popularity for it grew over the years, and today more consumers are drinking these lattes, and Starbucks still uses the same recipe till date. So when everyone cannot seem to stop talking about it, more people feel motivated to try this drink and participate in the trend. And this is the bandwagon effect, which is a cognitive function that influences buying behavior. This is one part of the explanation, and here definitely many people wanted to be a part of this, and interestingly consumers from regions like Wisconsin, Ohio did not want to miss out. Pumpkin spice latte was the most searched for in these areas. The US and Canada regions are specifically the ones to be engaging with the pumpkin spice trend the most, despite this flavoring substance now being made available worldwide. So Jason Fisher, a professor of psychological and brain sciences at Johns Hopkins University, studied this trend as well, and he describes it as a perception. This has a lot to do with olfactory perception, as smells can evoke many trigger centers in the brain. And what is an olfactory perception? It is a cognitive function associated with smells, and even by reading smell-related words, some activity is stimulated in the prefrontal cortex that processes olfactory stimulation. So this means that by simply smelling the pumpkin spice lattes, one could start feeling warm and cozy, and that fall is here. The same example can be seen when you read about coffee and you start to feel a certain type of way, and your brain can take you back to memories associated with coffee, especially the good ones if you have any. And interestingly, playing with olfactory responses is widely used by perfume brands as well. So they can use specific smells to sell to suburban teenagers, or a different variety of notes to sell to men to make them feel masculine. While I'm not going to talk about this extensively in this video, but you can check out the other one that talks about Millie Bobby Brown's brand Florence by Mills, which uses olfactory stimulation to sell perfumes to teenage women. I recommend you watch it after this video. So back to Target or Trader Joe's, even when the label reads pumpkin spice latte cookies or jam, the buyer could really feel and sense the nostalgia they associate with it.
Pumpkin spice season is like a great symbol to show what the universe has given us as a gift, to appreciate the changing of seasons and to appreciate nature.
And nostalgia really helps promote a concept big time in marketing. It sells products well. The thing about nostalgia is that it brings so much comfort to someone when in a positive feeling. So in this case, when these young adults think about pumpkin spice, they can feel the comfort and they feel the need to continue association with the positive feeling. And this exactly is known as nostalgia, or in marketing psychology of buying, it is also known as the framing effect.
Why it is that once a year for 2 or 3 months, we lose our f***ing mind over pumpkin spice.
So here's Ryan's question answered, and this is how Starbucks is behind the biggest cultural trend in the world today, simply by capturing you in the economics of buying behavior and your feelings. Brands really manipulated your feelings to sell you more pumpkin spice products. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel Brands Notes for more branding and marketing case studies of pop culture brands and trends. Do check out other videos on my channels. See you on the next one.